mean, Pancho, not Vaughn.
Spike, you good? Alright, just wait.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56 and 9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. The 4 drivers in Geneva.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still Paul. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vaughn.
Spike, you good? Alright, just waiting for people to go.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56 and 9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. The 4 drivers in Geneva.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still Paul. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vaughn.
Spike, you good? Alright, just waiting for people to go.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56 and 9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. The 4 drivers in Geneva.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still Paul. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vaughn.
Spike, you good? Alright, just waiting for people to go.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56 and 9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. The 4 drivers in Geneva.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still Paul. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vaughn.
Spike, you good? Alright, just waiting for people to go.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56 and 9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. The 4 drivers in Geneva.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still Paul. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vaughn.
Spike, you good? Alright, just waiting for people to go.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56.9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. Four drivers in Sleepy.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still wrong. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vant.
Spike, you good? Oh, you're just waiting for people to move.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56.9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. Four drivers in Sleepy.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still wrong. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vant.
Spike, you good? Oh, you're just waiting for people to move.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56.9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. Four drivers in Sleepy.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still wrong. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vant.
Spike, you good? Oh, you're just waiting for people to move.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56.9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. Four drivers in Sleepy.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still wrong. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vant.
Spike, you good? Oh, you're just waiting for people to move.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56.9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast up until
We've got
the
60
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good. Four drivers in Sleepy.
Is someone beating me, Emma?
No, still wrong. The current person to only have a SAC 57 is involved. I mean, Pancho, not Vant.
Spike, you good? Oh, you're just waiting for people to move.
How's it looking?
Smurge Apple 56.9. You still.
It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait to go on my fast lap until
We've got
the
16
end.
drivers today. That's pretty good.
It's a special Mexico come with it.
Alright, when the lights go out, everybody panic.
We have Delta.
Yeah, make sure you have Delta. Fun stuff.
Just start doing laps, just like a main seven.
Alright, light if you wanna.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. On pole there, who's Spike?
Wait. I am almost. Oh, Peffz? Oh,
Versatile,
Peffz. Have a good one.
Flicky, Pancho, Robert, Apple.
Alrighty, and with that, a very warm welcome to everybody in the stream. We are here at Formula 5 F1 round 12 in the beautiful Hockenheim ring. Hello to everybody in the stream watching. With Spike on pole, a very, very nice pole in that Alfa Romeo today. And I'll make sure to pass along the good luck to all the drivers. This track very exciting for racing, honestly. Flicky was on pole, but he's third now, Max. But still, he's third, and Spike is on a very well-deserved pole as the grid is making their way around the track here. And I need to change my outfit so I don't have that god-awful weird tint over my FOV in first person. As we're coming around into the third and final sector here.
I can convert like the slippy haircut. Okay, perfect.
Alrighty. This track really is just a very nice track, I have to say.
Right here.
Grandstands are so nice, all the custom corners work well, and everything is just a treat. And it's so lovely to see these cars go around here. I'm not main safety car, so
I am.
yeah.
There's a helicopter piece on the track.
Yeah, there's a helicopter picture on the track. I think we're going to have a bit of delay for that.
Where is it?
There's literally a helicopter. It's kind of hard.
Alright, and apparently some helicopter on track for the drivers.
I see it.
Interesting.
Is it bad?
Yeah, it's on the curb.
I literally can't see it, so I don't know.
Alright, and people very much complaining. We'll
Yeah, you better screenshot and send that later. Okay, let's go.
we'll deafen from that for now. We do have green flags. We'll go to pole sitter Spike here. We have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. I'll spectate once the lights go out so we see chat, because otherwise we don't. And lights out and away we go. Spike getting away well here. Robert, Lucas, and Apple all going side by side and going wide. Lucas getting caught up in the background there, and that's Spike spun around, and that's a very unsafe re-entry. Catching Thynex out there very hard. Hugely unfortunate, and we will, of course, have a safety car there. Acid looks to be quite in the middle. That was oh shit, that's awesome that it's your home race. It is also my home race, although I don't live anywhere near Hockenheim. But yeah, that start was not very good for Spike. All the way in last, actually. No wait, that's Scollop. That's the other. That's a Haas. Sorry, Spike in 14th. So that really hurt him. Not a way he would want this race to go. Aero, that's probably the best time to join. That's when the action starts. You did miss the pole lap display we had earlier, but you know, that's fine. Currently here we immediately had a safety car. The pole sitter actually getting spun out really hard and now in 14th place. As we're making our way around here, there's no safety car on track seemingly, so it looks like nobody has damage. We're gonna get the racing underway here. I didn't expect that. Alright, so Flicky leads them across the line. There is no curse for one lap. I can actually show you that. There is green flags. And curse will be enabled next lap. Acid gets caught out. Jay-Jak spins him. Acid also out of this race. What is it with people I spectate and them just losing it? We'll go to Jay-Jak. So Acid, hugely unfortunate for him there in the restart. We see Spike getting some places back. Scallop maybe making a few moves in the background. Further up, it all seems quite calm. Scallop now also behind Stick, so they've all gone single file. Acid really not having a good time with it, having another race ruined for him, unfortunately. Maybe next season with some more, you know, isolated divisions we can have a little more structured racing. Oh! That was a front wing. Very much in the sky there by Not King, but that was only desync. So Curse is enabled as we cross the line here, and I do want to be watching this battle here. Jay-Jak having to defend on the outside. Not King going for a move, but nothing doing. Xingbeling, Anthony, and Lucas all together. Lucas just behind on the, it goes down the inside of Anthony. Anthony defends though, is protecting that inside line. Lucas choosing to take the long way around, getting blocked a little bit by Xingbeling. Has a poor exit now. Spike is all over him, boosting, almost going 3 wide here. I also thought that was a car. I was shell shocked. I was like, what happened there? Close battle here between Lucas and Spike for 9th and 10th place. Not where you usually expect to see them, but everybody here is still very close. And no incidents thus far. The cars a little spread out now. Jay-Jak and Not King are still going at it very much though in the foreground there. You can see it. While Lucas might be looking for a way down the inside on Anthony. He lifts early. Maybe getting that curse strategy to pass on the straight. One person who's definitely going for it, Spike. Lucas using his curse on a higher top speed. He moves to go down the inside. That's a last minute... Oh my god, what the fuck? Sorry, Anthony switching his line at the very last second. Lucas getting caught out. Anthony really suffering. All 3 of these guys going through. Flicky still currently leading this race from Versatile, then Pancho, Apple, and Not King and Jay-Jak. So very interesting mix up here. Flicky first wing would be grand. I hope we do see some action there for sure. Having calmed down just a little bit. All the cars are incredibly close together, but all single file. That is Spike though, using his curse to very much get close and personal with Lucas, but the curse differential not in Spike's favor as he almost taps Lucas through there. He shoves him off track, has to leave him space, but uses his curse to boost ahead. Lucas now with curse can't fight back, so that was a very interesting overtake by Spike, just being close and then taking a tighter line, but maybe that bump played a bit of a role there, so some slightly dirty driving maybe, but you know, that's what we love to see, some exciting stuff. Ooh, Jay-Jak though in the foreground, or further ahead, getting dicey still with Not King. We'll see how Lucas plays out under curse here, but I think Spike might have just gotten through. So we're seeing cars in the background going for move Thynex down the inside on Sticks. They're fighting. And that is Lucas down the inside on Spike. He's gonna have to do to Spike what Spike did to him. He doesn't, he leaves him a lot of space. Spike on the outside with his cowboy hat, uses curse to stay ahead. Lucas won like a lot of many Grand Prix, and this he is this season's World Drivers Champion with him and his teammate, the late Bruder, being Constructors Champions. So they actually did a very great job this season. As there's a little lag desing there from him. Spike and him, surprisingly not looking to get very close to Xingbeling. They're kind of stuck with these guys behind them. You know, they're not getting overtaken. That's Xingbeling off, just as I say, and that's a collision in the background. Thynex almost getting crashed out. Xingbeling now very close in the back there, as Warren goes for another move. So does Lucas. These two switching positions back and forth. Lucas lifting very early. Spike almost able to get back in front, pushing him to that apex, forcing him to go very slowly. And as this is unfolding, I do want to see these lots of cars in the background a little closer. Acid in the mix, Thynex, Warren, Styx, and Nandon, all extremely competent drivers, so this should be quite a battle to watch. The next few races, like, I mean, this is round 12 of 13, right? There's not that many races left. F2 already finished. We had the doubleheader last weekend, and F3 only has one race left, and then F1 only has one after this. So, you know, it's definitely closing out for the season now, but that's nice because it gives me some more free time, because I've been sitting here, like, literally streaming every single race. So I think I deserve some off time as Acid actually goes through. And that is Lucas off after a collision. He rejoins into this battle. All very close here. All using curse, trying to get through on each other. Acid and Thynex prevail. Nandon seems to also have a good line through these corners. We'll actually go to Nandon's POV since he's just in the middle of all of this. So we have a good overview. Anthony all getting bothered by Lucas. But yeah, as I was saying, like, we'll have a bit of a different system next season. The off season is definitely going to be huge fun. I hope maybe we can get some cool off season events streamed. The next season is going to start in February, like the beginning of February, and it's just 1 month off season, but we need that to reset to get the calendar sorted and everything. And that is Lucas past Anthony once again. Oh, and Xingbeling getting quite up close and personal with Acid actually. As Thynex has now caught up to Skullop, we'll go back to his POV. Oh, and that was a car off track. What? Who was that? Who was having to Skullop? No! Just as it was getting dicey. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted by these battles. Also, I can't believe there's rain. Sorry, I didn't even mention that. Thynex and Not King into the pits as Acid gets overtaken into turn 1 by Xingbeling, but he goes wide and he rejoins. Almost unsafe. That was very dicey. Oh my god, and a battle for the lead. Flicky now getting bothered by Versatile. Maybe a bit better on his tires. Jay-Jak also is still there in third. But yeah, next season we'll have a bit of a different system. I really hope it'll... Oh, and then we have a disconnected car. I really hope it'll bring some better racing. Because right now we have a lot of drivers, like here. Like you have Versatile, Apple, Spike, Jay-Jak, Xingbeling, Anthony, Robert, Not King, Thynex, and Skullop, all reserving, and that's nice that they get to race more. But I think it's nicer to have like concentrated championships where it's about competing and winning, and then to have a lot of opportunities for fun racing, where you can still compete and you still have good battles with good drivers, where you can enjoy yourself. But it's just a matter of having like a realistic capacity for... Oh, and there's a safety car, it seems. Yes, indeed. No overtaking here. so like just with everybody. Max, the idea. So it's nothing specific yet, right? It's not like we have this one plan. Like I know maybe if you've seen Asset Screenshot, that's like not the, that's not the end all be all. But the general idea is like I wrote this to Stevie earlier, right? Let me tab out real quick, open that those DMs so that I can give you some of that because it was actually like I think I kind of hit it on the head really well. So also we do have a safety car here. So right now, right, we're running. Oh, let me open Stream Chat again. I accidentally closed that. Let me do this and then just pull it over here. So, right now we're running 5 races for the academy, and that's F1, F2, and F3, and then 2 junior formula sessions. And junior formula is like supposed to be for new drivers, right? It's supposed to be fun driving and low commitment, and a lot of people go down to junior formula and they just want to like drive theirs sometimes. But it's basically dead. Like if we're honest, junior formula is a completely dead division that nobody wants to drive, not even junior formula drivers, because there's only like 5 of them, and it's just like way worse F3. So and then also we just have all these drivers, like I said here, right? Read the whole list of everybody who's reserving today. But I think that it's kind of sad that we have 3 divisions with fun racing, but for those 3 divisions, like also it's a lot of the same people driving. So then it's like they're fighting in all of these championships, but they're not really fighting for anything, right? Because I don't think many reserve drivers, except maybe Skillmax yourself, and like the few others who really have like a shot at winning, or like in F3, Tino, Light, all those guys, they're basically they're having a good time in F3, and in F2 it's winning the championship, but everybody else is just kind of doing it for scraps. So what I really enjoy about like the proposed like the plans we have as we are continuing to race here. So race restarted, green flags once again here in the rain. Versta getting a great getaway. But the idea is to make divisions for people who want, like all divisions will be for people who want to have good races. Like you can race in any division and you can have good racing and competitive racing on these amazing tracks with these amazing cars. As that is Spike with a beautiful dive bomb. And he might not get the exit though, getting compromised a little bit. We'll go to Spike actually. The system that I have in mind that I really like is to basically change and revive, as the Spike goes off there, unfortunately, to revive Junior Formula and to make it like to have Junior Formula kind of replace F3, but to really genuinely change Junior Formula into so that it can replace F3. Because if we just say we're canceling F3, you can just go to Junior Formula. Right now, that I can understand why people would fucking, be really mad about that, because it's just Junior Formula right now isn't fun. I wouldn't want to race there. Hell no. But for the the next thing, whatever we're gonna call it right now, it's called Academy Formula, right, instead of Junior Formula. It's like it's basically what, like, maybe if you've seen as a screenshot, we have F1 and then the Academy Formula for F1, and then then we have F2, but then also the Academy Formula for F2. So we have F1 and F2 for the people who really want to race, right? If you want to be competing in a championship and you want to win a championship, you want to be driving for wins, you want to be improving your racecraft, you're self-motivated, sign up for F1 or F2. So like, you maybe there's no crossplay, so you can do either or, not both. and then you can drive there and compete for what you want to compete in, because we want everybody to have like something that fits their goal. And then in Academy Formula, it'll be more of a easygoing thing where we still drive these tracks. It's still full race distance and full full conditions, everything, right? It's the same racing with the same cars, just maybe slip or curse here and there, because I think switching it up would also be fun, and that Academy Formula would be a place to switch it up. So if you have F1 and F2 with people who want to be there and compete, and then you have 2 races a week that are before those, or like around those F1 and F2s, then you can suddenly have this whole, like, all of these races that you can attend, right? Instead of just like having to look for a reserve seat and then having to race, and it maybe just kind of feeling like the same sweaty grind for an hour and a half, which is what like this takes in total. Beautiful move from Spike there. Then it might get kind of drab and kind of boring. So instead of that, what if, for example, like imagine, right? You're an F2 driver. You're kind of doing well in the championship. You had a good first four or five races, and it's going well. And you can focus on that championship. You can dedicate yourself to that. And then whenever you feel like you want to race and you want more good racing and good battles, you can join Academy Formula, and maybe it has slip or maybe it has curse, and if you don't like either of those, you can go to the other one which will have the opposite. And if you like that, you can also choose on car, and you'll always have something to choose from. And if Academy Formula succeeds in replacing JF in F3, it'll be like 20 people, 30 people, like up to 30 people lobbies. Imagine how fucking awesome it would be to race these tracks with like just a lot of people, and it's not so sweaty, but you're still having good battles. Like here right now, look how kind of spread out all of these cars are, right? They're all kind of in the same sector-ish except Skull, but there aren't really battles. Like they're certainly close together here, but it's not like they're constantly overtaking, right? You kind of get to a guy and then maybe you'll make an overtake or he gets to you. If you're racing with like 25 people, you're just chill. Like you always have battles. It's always going to be entertaining. And then, like I said, if you like slip, go race slip. If you like curse, go race curse. If you want the BR8 or the DR1, you can choose. And it's not dead junior formula. It's actually nice racing, because like like right now I feel like it gets so diluted. Like everybody wants to race in F3, F2, and F1, living the Anarufa dream. But is that the best for the competitiveness of the championship? Like Light pointed out, F3 is competitive because there's guys at the top who want to compete there, who have a good place in F2. And yeah, okay, maybe MM and Skill Max dominance in F2 takes a bit of the joy out of it. But apart from those, like apart from MM and Skill Max, it's a really competitive environment where people can have great races. So I just have so much hope for killing Junior Formula and F3, because then you just have big, awesome lobbies where everybody can actually enjoy racing, and it's not like dead chat, And if you want to be competing for a championship seriously for 13 weeks, you're welcome to do so. Commit to it. Absolutely, yes, I have done it myself twice. I love it. If you don't want to, F1 will just stay. And then there are also F1 will just be F1. It might move to the weekend probably because people have been wanting that. But F1 is such a is supposed to be the pinnacle, right? It's supposed to be like in theory, it's supposed to be full of like 22 guys who are all super interested in winning and competing and doing their best. There shouldn't be a single guy in F1 who's just kind of doing it to do it, because then you're not really right? It's not really in the idea of the competition. But we should also have something for that person. We need to have something for a guy who wants to show up like maybe almost every week and just race and not have to sit there and be super sweaty to compete for something. And then if you have like a mini championship, like every month there's a champion, like a mini champion role for junior for academy formula or junior formula, right? Then you can also compete for something. Fuck yeah. Like imagine how awesome that would be. Just having junior formula not be something dead, but actually something nice, academy formula, with like a small championship role that's maybe not as important as the other ones, but you can still win. You're still competing for something. It's not just pointless garbage for just the new guys, you know? And for the new guys, it sucks as well. Well, what do you think? You join this server, like huge Discord server, and you go... Sorry, I'm ranting. You come into this huge server, and the only thing you see that's being offered to you, where the guys are telling you like you should join this is what you got to do. Wow, great! You're racing against like 5, 6, 7 other guys, and you're all kind of and maybe you're probably racing alone for the vast majority of the race because you know different skill levels and just happens to be different paced. Unlike this, like, look, there's a beautiful three-way battle here between Lucas, Apple, and Spike. How rarely do you see this stuff in general, like really good battles? In F1 and F2 we see it, and in F3 with the guys who really want to drive we also see it. But for the rest of the field, like, it's... Why? We could have this every week. Everyone could have this any week. The DR1 is really good at turning, but for F1 cars you really want tight corners. Like if you're gonna make a corner, you really need these cars to have to turn a lot. And hello CEO. The Brooder and R7 thing, I don't want to discuss that publicly, but like it'll be handled. It's not like they're gonna be, we've just thrown them in the trash. Their bans are justified, and we're gonna get them back after we've decided what the exact punishment should be, and how we want to deal with it in the future, because it's not like, this, like, we obviously need some solutions, because we're also very stick in the ass constantly, right? Like, for a lot of stuff like penalties, people will just get like so specific and everything needs to be exactly written in a rulebook, but that's so annoying. Like, who wants to deal with that constantly? I don't. Right, when I was involved with Spike here, little Mr. Alfa Romeo Spike in penalties in F2 last season, I was fucking dying. Like, it really got to me, and I don't want that for anybody. I want you guys to all have fun, and I feel like a lot of the environment is just kind of come down to the, oh yeah, everything needs to be super strict, and like there need to be rules, and some guys will just then like shitpost like crazy and be like, haha, the reason it's funny to break the rules is because they're so, intense sometimes, but also, anyways. This is a good race so far, a good battle for the lead. Flicky's still running away with it, luckily. But yeah, I'm excited for next season, I actually am. Because I know, it might seem very dicey right now, but it really will be really good shit. Yeah, pretty much, I see. We're also, like... somebody, and like I don't want to just throw this out there, but like somebody was also talking about like maybe an NSFW channel for just like offensive memes, which there would still have to be rules, because I don't want to just entertain really hateful shit just for the sake of it, or obviously no porn or stuff like that, but maybe for like people who like to shitpost, it'd be fun. Oh, huge crash there. Spike getting absolutely clobbered by Apple. Oh, and he rejoins. I think that's a rear wing lost. That was quite a harsh impact. We'll see on this one. Yeah, he lifts. That is extremely unfortunate for Spike. That will be his race over. He was doing so well in the top, and it's just all run away from him here as he spins on his way into the pit. Really, really unfortunate for him here. That is not what we wanted to see. Oh, okay. Interesting strategy. I have to go out of spectator. Oh, wow, wait, holy wow, there's a lot of cars together. Who? That's VTAC'd in there. That was just a blob on the map. Split into groups of 2 now. I'll turn up the game sound like a little bit. Hold on. Oh, and now Acid gets sent wide by Pancho and gets lag crash as he tries to rejoin by Spike. The Alphas are in 2nd, and now and Spike in 14th. He just got crashed really hard. I thought that was a car wide. Alfie, if you're here, you want to join commentary? Let me know. Just need to move me. Because I'm deafened. Because I don't want to hear race call on stream. There is a lot of lag. Oh, that would be really awesome. It would be really fun to see Flicky win. We're in, wait, what was pole lap? Probably just under a minute. 56, so we'll say like 58. So almost a minute. So we should be on lap like 30, 32 now maybe, 33-ish. Oh, and there he is. Yes. Hey girl, how you doing?
Let me mute the stream so I'm not hearing two of you. Can I join the lobby live or do I just have to spectate? Can I somehow sneak my way into the session or is that not possible?
No, you can join a GTA. That I can just invite you, or you can just do the thing with the recoverykings.net mod menu.
What's the big saying there? My fear is a very new driver that wants to compete. I think I won't get a seat in F1, F2, so it's less competitive divisions. There might be some problems.
So.
I mean, you tell that Peffz.
So as a new driver, I understand that it's extremely basically extremely scary to come into the server, see like these guys all competing, and there being so much of like a hierarchy with races with F3, F2, and F1. I think I think Academy Formula, if done right, can bring that competition that even a new driver can join in and learn and grow from good other drivers around them, and can then really start to compete also and to drive races. Because like, for example, like a guy with absolute enormous natural talent like Inarufa, despite the controversy, was like, he was racing in literally everything. He did like 6 races in a row where he raced in literally everything that week. And guys like that will always be able to just immediately start through, you know, and for, like, if there's no seats in F2 or F3, there will be. Because people don't have, like, people might be very motivated in the beginning, but maybe they lose motivation, or schedules can change. People just suddenly don't find the time anymore. And for people like that, at the moment, what we just do is replace them with we just fill that seat with a person that already is supposed to fill a seat. So you just have less people doing more, because people because there isn't really a good way to get into F3, F2 or F1 anymore. And if you don't want to drive, if you're not driving F3, F2 or F1, or if you can't, or if you don't want to because the competition is too much, or you don't have the time, or any other reason, then where do you go? What do you do, except for maybe just driving in F3 because, I don't know, what, you know, fuck it. Like, what do you do if you're an F1 driver who still wants to drive, but maybe not, you're maybe not in the mood to be really trying for F1 every week? Do you A, just fuck off, and then a F2 driver who usually tries to race in F1 just fills that seat a few times? Do you B, just you know, keep driving in F1 and just be unmotivated, and you know, it's kind of yeah, and you're not really driving anymore because you enjoy it. You're just kind of driving because it's the only thing you can do to drive without absolute idiots. Or do you go to a lobby with like 25 people in it who all want to race and who are all there to have a good time with a car and like a mode you can choose and to just have fun? And if you do well there, you know, if that's motivating and you do well, you might even get a little championship role for doing well there. And then when you're ready, when you say, I want to commit to like intense racing, where I really want to be going for victory against the best drivers this league has to offer, then you can go to F2 or F3. But my hope is that, F2 or F1. But my hope is that, the other offer is also good enough so that F1 or F2 aren't the only interesting things, even for new drivers. And 2, that that actually big lobbies and good racing will become much like more of a common occurrence, because if you're watching this battle right now, Spike, Acid, and Pancho, they're all very close together, and Spike is going for a move down the inside. This is awesome. How often do you see that in juniors? Yes, you can. And Spike is past. Beautiful. We'll see if Pancho can come back at him with Curse. But yeah, I'm just really excited because I think if it's pulled off right, it'll be such an asset for everyone, especially for new drivers, because they'll have so much more fun driving. Because right now you see, what if a new driver wants to join F1 or F2 or there's no seats? Okay, if a new driver joins the server right now, I wouldn't be interested because Junior Formula, the only thing I'm supposed to be able to drive, has like 5 people. And then if I want to race F3, then suddenly I have to like be super sweaty and like really try to do anything, or people yell at me because they get angry immediately in penalties. That shit isn't fun. We have Spike disconnecting.
That's rough. Right, I'm loading in now and we can get back to the action. If there is action, I hope there's action.
There is. Oh, I was spectating VTAC. Whoopsie. I'll go to Thynex. He seems to be battling Lucas.
Man, Germany, I love it. It's a shame I couldn't race it, but it is a beautiful track.
Oh no, he is definitely not.
Real track.
Yes.
Also, I don't know if you saw that poll, but we have the votes in. Should Lagos and Kudos / LSIA come back for Season 7? 71% of people said Lagos and Kudos should come back. 0 said just LSIA. 29% said both.
Ooh, love that.
Interesting. Right, I'm on board.
Who the fuck is Max Protest? Is that Bruder? I'm confused.
Bruder.
Yeah.
Kinnick's chilling at the moment. He's got the Williams behind him. What position is he in?
Oh,
It's not
they're saying they can barely hear you. Can you turn
Is
yourself?
that better?
Yeah, probably.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let us know. Yeah. Is this the best battle we got, or anything else? Oh, we got some fast times as well. Acid with the fastest of the 57 at the moment. Oh wow, they are very close. Behind the next. If we go a bit further back there.
Acid?
No, I'm just Acid must be involved in that.
Yeah, Acid and Apple looking close. Oh, and that is actually not King White, Xingba Ling now all over him. So this is gonna be a 4-way battle.
Yeah, we've got Apple behind now, catching up on the Mercedes. He's got much better lines through here, lifting well.
Joe, that is POV desync that we sometimes see, where you know, cars will lose body parts on my screen, even though they didn't lose it on their screen, just because they go wide, hit a wall with lag, and my game thinks, oh, they must have lost it, but they didn't in theirs.
I think we're gonna see some overtakes here from the Mercedes and the Red Bull as we come into this long straight. It's gonna see who's got more cars as the Red Bull comes out of nowhere. Has so much more. That's straight past Merge Apple there for Acid, and up attacking on the Williams as the Alpha Tauri goes side by side with the McLaren of Smurge, who is defending well through that corner. They're now going side by side, the Alpha Tauri using the rest of his cars, but he does take that position from the McLaren.
Smurge actually getting overtaken by 2 cars there. Really unfortunate for him. He's looking clean through these corners, but might not be enough to get back past quickly.
I have to say, whilst Hockenheimring is a very good track, that second sector there, if someone crashes, they're going sideways, and like we saw with Spike, you're just going to get rammed again and again and again.
Yep.
Yeah, Joe, the McLaren needs to go back on the attack, and hopefully they do here in this next straight, because there's no point using Kers on the pitch straight at the start-finish line, because, well, it's just such a short straight, it's much better to use it here. But the McLaren's Kers management is really not good, because now the Haas is going to get past as well. That's down to 8th now for Smurge Apple. Really not good.
Oh! Jay-Jak getting on the power quite early, using a lot of Kers under acceleration. Apple waits until a little bit later, but doesn't seem to have quite the tank to overtake the Haas. He goes wide though. There's some contact. The two go side by side. Apple is pushed off track, hitting a slowdown.
Goes bad to worse for the McLaren. I'm interested to see. I don't know whether it's a higher downforce or if it's something to do with hards or mediums instead of softs like other people. But yeah, no, he's getting so much less Kers here. Obviously not having to, using it on this main straight, but doesn't really seem too effective.
Nick, or I'll go to the guys ahead. I'll follow Acid. Nick, we should be with Rain and 2 safety cars around on lap 39, 40 right now. And Vic, that is basically the idea. So that,
exactly that, Vic.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we're aiming for and hoping for. And hopefully it runs smoothly. And I think
exactly
we can get that quality with that. Also, Joe, if you don't give the position back, Apple can submit a penalty, which I presume he will, but he's not in a good position already. If he's close enough, he will, and 3 to 5 seconds for the car in front of him there.
At the end of the day, if push comes to shove, we can always bring F3 back, because, you know, with this new system, it'll be stackable. Because so that new drivers aren't forced into a position they don't want to be in. But as soon as we have, like, people, like, if every lobby is full, then, and people want more racing, then we can for sure say, if we have the capacity of drivers and staff, because you have to always look at both realistically, then of course we'll bring it back, we'll expand, we'll make the server bigger. That's always the plan. But for now, we just have to scale to where we are. You know, we've introduced a bunch of stuff in summer, and it was running well, and now we've seen, you know, some people maybe not showing up so much. So it's okay to take 1 step back to be able to take 2 steps forward. And Spike, I'm so sorry about you getting spun out at the start and you getting crashed by Jay-Jak. And the pits were funny as fuck. You did a great race today. I'm sorry it didn't pay off for you, but you should be proud of yourself. It was very good to watch.
I mean, my hope is that we should get some more activity. I mean, like I said, this Japan video's done now. We're just going to get the commentary. The Britain one, I'm already halfway through. Germany F3, which was a great race. I've already got someone to edit that. And then Germany F1, which will be the final race I edit. That'll probably be in a week or 2. And if we can get that all posted, hopefully we do get the surge again that we went through earlier on when there was those consistent uploads. And it'll probably be more the TikTok when I upload to there. But I did realise how stupid I was. I didn't upload old content to the TikTok, like the British Grand Prix, the Mexican, all that sort of stuff, because that's still perfectly fine and would get the views. So
I was gonna say, can't you technically cut, like, if when you make a video, when you have the commentary and everything, Shingbaling goes wide. When you have the commentary and the clips and everything, can't you technically, like, really easily just export, like, the single clips so that you have, like, a bunch of 10 to 50 second segments with commentary and just upload them single?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So I sent over F3 Germany, and that's been edited. And then that's gonna get cut down to probably 6 or 7 minutes.
We'll go to Flicky. He's fighting for the lead. I think there's 3 cars fighting for the lead.
First out at the front. I did not expect that. I'm not complaining. That's
Flicky going wide. Lucas is through. So Scullop is a backmarker here, but he's managed to keep up the pace so much that he's been able to unlap himself. And Vic, it's nice to see that people have faith. I know sometimes, you know, it can get very dramatic and very overshadowed by other things going on, but I think if we are able to take a step back, then it'll like and just look at it and make a good decision. It'll be so much better. And there's Scallop giving blue flags again. Hones, honestly, I don't even have anything against. I would love to see Hones V2 if Ammo makes it better or something.
I asked him ages ago, and then I think he got preoccupied, but that would be great. Notice now the McLaren are versatile, already at the end of the straight out the exit the hairpin, and second, third, and fourth are only just exiting the hairpin now. So he's got substantial gap there. Where's Flicky now? He's third. Is Acid on him yet?
Mm-mm. Acid has a huge gap behind, so unless Flicky really crashes here, we won't see an overtake. However, he's been able to very much keep pace with Lucas. So we'll see how that pans out. This battle not over yet. Flicky, you know, very experienced, very good driver, has recently seen a bit of a resurgence, and he might be able to chase down the world champion here for second place.
He's got a lot more practice, and yeah, he's now behind the Aston Martin of Lucas, who has made his way up to P2. I mean, looking at the grid, I would say that alongside Acid, Acid and Pancho, he does have the most experience, and we're going to see that now as he goes side by side with the Aston into the hairpin. Chose the outside, not the inside. He was going to go for the switchback, but very smart defending there from the Aston of Lucas, a very skilled driver and our world champion. I wouldn't get too excited by that overtake from Flicky, because no doubt Lucas is going to have a lot of curves to use later on, unless we're magic play on the last lap, which I doubt we are yet.
Unlikely.
Is that a blue flag in the house there? Or
yes, but he will be able to unlap himself here if he decides to go for it.
Oh, that could really mess things up. We could have a Verstappen and a knock on here. Yeah, let's see where Lucas is going to use his curves.
On the back straight, for sure.
It's got to be, yeah. Flicky just wanting to
no, there he goes.
Early. A Kers dive bomb into sector 1. And he's going to have a lot more here as well, because if you noticed, he was lifting all the time there. It's about getting the perfect activation here. Not too soon, not too early. You're going for top speed, not acceleration.
Oh, wow, he had way more.
Yeah. And controller through there compared to the keyboard. People want to deny it. I know he's a faster driver, but it really is. I've got to say, Flicky, this isn't it using Kers here, I can't lie. Unless he's just getting that much through the hairpin because he is on keyboard, I'm going to assume that is the likely reason. But I don't see how he'd regain a full bar. Actually, it's possible. Yeah, they're slightly closing down on Versatile, but Versatile crossing the line now, and these guys are just going around the final corner. So
I'll ask for a lap.
Yeah, I really do not see it happening. And as I check the leaderboard, Lucas steals fastest lap of the race with a 57.1. A tremendous lap there.
44, we're on lap 44.
Alright, hang on, let me go into the call quickly. I need to ask Lucas to do something. Is he in the call? He
Yeah.
is.
Alrighty, lap 44, so we'll be coming on to the last lap here now. Versatile, did he answer my question? No, Quanto's it, okay. Versatile still in the lead.
Versatile very calm during the call, and he starts a simple conversation. He is relaxed at the moment, but I wouldn't be too relaxed when his lap is a second and a bit off the pace of Lucas. But Flicky's now back.
45 laps.
45, wait, how many have we had?
We're last lap now, we're in last lap now. We've entered the final lap.
Yeah, Flicky goes side by side. Lucas defending well as always. He blocks him on the apex, smart as ever. I don't see Flicky getting past, but we can always see, nope, Lucas with more curves here. Lucas with a lot more curves here.
Flicky just doesn't needs to not brake in this area. Oh, he lifted very early here, I think. Getting a bit of a better exit than Lucas, actually. Using his curse a little later might have been smart.
He's got to be perfect through this third sector now. He has to make his lines absolutely phenomenal, and then not.
Oh!
No! And he crashes into the wall. I don't think he'll lose a position. I hope he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't have a wing. Acid is right behind him. No! This was his chance, and he might have bottled it here.
The commentator's curse. He's behind him now. We'll have more curse, but he's going to be much slower here. He could keep it. Boost.
Oh, okay. He did have a front wing. He did have a front wing. Flicky finishing in third, barely. Damn.
Oh. was interesting way to finish it there. Some different defending tactics from the Alfa Romeo.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Oh,
That was some
that is
intense
that.
stuff right there.
Germany F1 is done. The top 10 is finished. I'll run you through the list. We've got Versatile, Lucas, and Flicky as your top 3. Acid barely missing out, just half of a second behind. Pancho finishing off the top 5, and Nandan Xingbiling finishing off the top 6 with his comeback. Jay-Jak in 7th, Smurge Apple in the McLaren in 8th, Anthony in 9th, and Thinex in 10th, who I believe hopped in last minute to race today, not King, just barely missing out.
And there you have it. We'll drag the top 3 in here for post-race interviews in a second. Some good races, some bad races had today, but congratulations to all the drivers. And Alfie, if you want to move the top 3 in here in a
I'm
second.
gonna speak. Alright, okay.
De enigste fuck.
Let's drag him in.
Oh, de enigste reden dat Versatile fucking heeft gewonnen.
Flicky, hello. I'll unmute in a second. I'll start with you actually. 3rd place Flicky, but only just. We were watching you at the end. Don't know whether I cursed you there. But that was, yeah, at the very end. I said your lines needed to be perfect through the 3rd sector to catch you. Wasn't so good. Kind of went into the wall there. Talk us through the race and that last lap for us.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't been muted. Yeah, I don't know. I was following the lines of Lucas, and I went too wide. Oh no. So,
That was clear.
No, so what happened is, you know that that left and right where I hit the wall? I hit one of those apex pieces because they have a shit hitbox.
Oh.
And that's why I went wide and then I went into the wall.
Oof,
I have it all clipped if you want to see
yeah,
it.
no, we saw it on the stream. Yeah, Acid was right behind you. It
Yeah,
looked like
he
you were going
is.
to lose it in that final sector. But
No, I
Lucas
wasn't gonna
there,
lose
man. We realised soon enough that you were going for that fast lap because we were talking about the curse harvesting here. And now Flicky was using it out the hairpin. And then we were like, yeah, Lucas is going to save it for the back straight. He's probably got quite a bit more. Uses it before the back straight, and then somehow has an absolute ton on the back straight and goes miles past. That was a great race from you there. P2 in the end, and a fast lap at the very end, I believe. That was a really great race.
Phoenix took it on the last
Oh,
lap.
the last lap.
Bro,
The Red Bull.
I had Flicky behind me, but I still wanted to do the fastest lap, so I just let him pass because I was gaining curves. And then I overtook him on the fast lap.
Yeah.
Straight.
I mean, that is just some mega stuff. You still get the fastest lap.
But man,
I mean,
this is the
stolen
first
now,
race
but...
ever. The quali was my first lap of practice.
Oh man, that is beautiful. That's like my sort of style, and it pays out for you a lot more than it does for me anyway.
Man, I wanted to give Flicky the P2, but somehow he was gone after the first the last
Yeah,
corner.
because I hit the apex piece.
Yeah, you
the
went
thing is,
straight into the wall.
These apex pieces, the ones that have that like railing stuff, they have a shit hitbox, and those other ones, like those UFO things, you can't see them in the rain. So I was hitting them constantly as well in the rain.
Yeah, well, I was talking about how dangerous that second sector is with those apex pieces.
Yeah,
you get crashed out on there, you get stuck there. And we saw it happen with Spike. Spike went from a really good race all the way to last, where he eventually just retired from the race. That was really unfortunate. But we will move on to our race winner, the McLaren of Versatile, the absolute GOAT today. Versatile, talk us through the race.
Hello, yeah. It was something. The restart at the start definitely fucked up a lot of strategies. I could tell by a lot of people. Because I'm not even sure most people want to do a medium hard with the rain coming in. But then I went hard medium. I think that's what most drivers went to. Or hard soft.
Well, you got, sorry, I missed a lot of the race, but you really did get a massive gap towards the end there. Was that overtake or strategy? Sorry,
well, the thing is, it was after the first safety car. Apple got into P2, and then basically, I think Apple just became a moving chicane. And then towards the end as well, I just had more pace on the mediums than I thought I would do.
Oh, but man, I could have easily went for hard soft.
Why didn't you then?
No, I thought you went for hard
practice,
soft.
bro.
Oh, right.
I thought you went for hard
practice.
soft.
I could have easily went hard soft. Flicky, when you pitted, I didn't know anything about the tire life, so I just followed you into the pits. I thought, fuck it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I could have gone for like 5, 6 more
trying to
laps.
overcut Versatile because I wanted to pit when he pitted, but the moment he pitted, you can't see that in on the minimap when someone pits on this track because it's so close together. So he was pitting, and I didn't know, so I was passing the pits, and I was looking at the pits and I see the name Versatile, and I'm shit. I have to try and overcut him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
man.
that was.
The thing on his pace was as well. Versatile had a really good pace, but he's on controller and I'm on keyboard. So that the rain with the wood hairpin.
We could see on the stream through that hairpin. Luke
it was
fly away.
so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also, the moment Apple took P2, he hit me off my line in the wood hairpin, making me lose time. He took P2 then, and then he just kept staying ahead of me and just blocking everything I was trying to do.
Ah, tough. Right, we will wrap it up there. Thank you all three of us for joining and for racing. It was a really beautiful race. Peffz, anything to say before we end the stream?
No, it was really fun, and thank you for joining into commentary. Thank you everybody in the stream for watching, and thank you guys for great racing.
Make sure you join for the F3 finale on Friday, and then the Formula 1 finale at Chiliad in Austria on Tuesday. It'll be a great race. Make sure you do it.
Can I have one comment? Is it me or is Versatile talking like he's won 20 races before?
If we haven't already.
It's a GTA race. I'm not that excited.
Okay. Fair enough.
We all
Alfie, am I allowed to have a comment before stream ends?
It's already ended.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay, well guys, I just want to say, guys, please make sure to like and subscribe, because I know Peffz and Alfie personally have been putting a lot of work into the stream, and Peffz and Alfie are almost burnt out.
Alright, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you around.
Peffz, I'm trying to give you a compliment.